Right, let me just make sure that you can all see me on Facebook still, okay? Yeah, we look like we're good to go. So let's get it started. Again, sorry for the delay. Hopefully nothing else will go wrong and it'll be smooth sailing from now on. Okay, right, let's get ourselves warmed up. So we're just going to start off with a nice little jog on the spot. Ease ourselves into it. We're going to shake off all the stresses of technology. Yeah, it's been a good couple of days for me. Okay, let's just start to increase the speed now. So as we increase the speed, we're going to increase the movement. We're going to get the knees up higher. We're going to get those arms swinging by the side more. Now just make sure that we keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. So we're just thinking about our posture whilst we're warming up. Just be mindful of it. We can start to think about activating our core as well. So what I want you to do is imagine you're trying to pull your belly button in towards your spine. We're then going to draw the waist in, make it as small as possible. Okay, we're going to increase the speed again. Okay, so we're going faster still. Now, if you need a low impact option at this point, what I would suggest is march on the spot instead of jogging, okay? But make sure that when we've increased those speeds, you're now going nice and fast as well. Good, that's it, keep it going for another 3, 2, 1, let's slow it down. Okay, we're going to do a bit of hip mobility next. So we're going to bring our knee up, grab it with both hands, we're going to lift that up towards our chest. We're then going to step forwards with that same leg, down into a lunge, and as we lunge, I want you to reach up overhead. Really stretch through the arms. Push yourself back, and then we're going to repeat again on the other side. Good, so we're going to keep alternating from side to side. Now, 2 areas where we're stretching. When we lift the knee up at the front, what we're stretching is our glutes. So you should feel that stretch in your bum. When we step forwards into the lunge, we're actually stretching our hip flexors. So you're going to feel that stretch on the back leg and the front here up into the hip. So as we take that lunge forward, make sure you take a nice big step forwards into it. Really think about opening that stride out. Okay, good. Right, just make sure you've done the same number of reps on both sides, and then we're going to take a nice wide stance. So feet wider than your shoulders, feet pointing forwards. We're going to bend one knee, keep the other leg straight, push your hips backwards as you bend that knee. Keep the hips open. You should start to feel a stretch on the inside of the straight leg. When you feel it, we hold for a second, then we come back into the middle, and then we're going to go over to the other side. So again, nice and slowly, we find that stretch from the inside of that thigh. We hold when we get there and we come back. So start off, keep this move nice and slow. Okay, so it's the first time we're really opening and lengthening those muscles on the insides. And what we're going to do in a second is we're going to increase the stretch. So we're going to make it a little stronger. Okay, so as we go into this next lunge, what I want you to do is we're going to reach the arm across the body and reach towards the foot. Okay, come back into the middle, and the same thing again on the other side. So again, make sure we keep that leg, trailing legs straight. You should feel how we reach across and those shoulders rotate slightly. You should feel a little bit of a increase in that stretch that we were getting in the inside of that thigh, hopefully. Okay, let's take it up another step. So let's make it more dynamic now, get our heart rates back up again. So start with your feet together, and we're going to step out into the side, into that side lunge. No, just do one side at a time. That way, if you're doing it at home or in a smaller space, it's not going to be such an issue. And just remember those checkpoints that we were using previously. Okay, so as you step out, nice wide step, but also make sure both feet are still pointing forwards. Okay, so don't let the foot turn out as you step. Remember, we're going to reach across the body, so we allow that hand to reach over towards the foot, which gets a rotation through the shoulders. And most importantly, make sure that trailing leg stays nice and straight, we don't let it bend. Okay, let's do one more and then we're going to switch over to the other side. So switch it over. Another thing to remember now we're doing these more dynamic side lunges is keeping pushing the hips backwards. Okay, so as we go into that lunge, we need to push the hips back so we feel the weight go into the heel of the foot that we're stepping onto, rather than forwards onto the toe. Now this is important because it's going to allow you to engage your glutes more, okay? So as you push yourself back into the middle, think about pushing the heel through the floor and squeezing your bum. So it just starts to activate those muscles. Good. Just make sure you keep everything else the same. Straight leg. Okay, last one. Good. Okay, wide squats next. So feet wider than your hips. And this time I do want you turned out slightly, about 5-10 degrees. We're ready to squat. So chest lifted, sit the hips back. As we sit the hips back, we're going to open the hips out as well. You're going to find the bottom of your range. Then we're going to reach to the floor and we're going to straighten the legs out of the back. Good, hold it there for a second before you then bend the knees back down, let the hips drop, lift the chest and stand back up again. Okay, we're going to repeat that sequence. So keep it nice and slow and steady, and there's going to be 2 areas in which we're trying to find that stretch. The first of which is when we hit the bottom of our squat. If we're making sure that we're opening our hips, we should feel a nice stretch all on the inside of the thighs. Then when we straighten the legs, you're going to feel that stretch down the back of the thighs. Good, that's it, keep it going. Not sure what's going on behind me there. It's not even real grass, how could it be hay fever? It's them new flowers. Okay, right, we're going to do 1 more repetition of this. Okay, so again, keep it nice and slow. And we just hold into those points where we should be feeling those stretches, just for a second or 2 in each. Okay, good, hold it there. So now bring your feet in underneath your hips. We're going to soften the knees. We're going to get a little bit of movement from the upper body. So reach your hands out in front of you. And you're going to take one arm around to point behind you. And then bring it back to meet that other one in the front. And then take the other arm around. Now, as we do this, what we're trying to do is really open up through the chest and get that movement through the upper body. So, you need to make sure that you're keeping your chest lifted as you do this. You also need to make sure that your palm of your hand is slightly rotated upwards towards the ceiling or the sky. Okay, that's just going to keep the shoulder joint open and give us a much better stretch across the chest. Now try and really take the arm all the way around, so open the arms out as much as possible. Okay, good. Right, just make sure you've done the same number of reps on both sides, and then we're just going to get those shoulders working a little bit more. We're going to take you through their full range of movement. So standing nice and tall, we're going to take our arms around in a circle. So really try and get every little bit of that range of movement that we have in the shoulders. Now make sure we're standing nice and tall and we're engaging our core as we're doing this, okay? So what we don't want to do is have a lot of movement coming from the body, okay? We're just trying to isolate the movement from the shoulders. Okay, let's reverse the direction now. So just going to take that the other way around. Again, keep standing tall. Think about making your neck nice and long. So try and stretch yourself to make yourself a little taller. Just make sure we keep the chin tucked in so we're not just looking upwards. Remember, keeping the core tight. So belly button and waist drawn inwards. Really open out through the shoulders. Good. Just make sure we're keeping the shoulders relaxed so we're not letting them shrug up by the ears. We're going to do one more big circle just to finish the warm-up off. There we go. Now give it all a good shake out. So that's our warm-up complete. So hopefully we're feeling a little warmer, our heart rate's elevated and we're feeling a little bit more mobile. So today is our special Easter workout. Okay, so every exercise today has a bit of an Easter theme. I'm going to start with our first exercise. Okay, and you're going to be given high and low impact options as I go through. So the first one, we're going to be doing some squat thrusts. Now with the squat thrust, we're going to make this with a slight variation. So as you do your squat thrust, you're going to put your hands down on the floor. As you jump forwards, I want you to jump your feet to the side of your hands. When we get to here, what we're going to do is we're going to lift the hands off the floor and we're going to do 3 little bunny hops. Then we're going to come back down, jump back, jump out, and then we do our 3 bunny hops. Now that's quite high impact. To make that one low impact, you're going to want to elevate your hands up from the floor. Now the higher you get your hands, the easier this is going to be. Instead of jumping out in a squat thrust, you're going to step outwards. You're then going to step forwards into a wide stance and you're going to do 3 bottom half squats, okay? So whatever your range is with your squat, get to the bottom of it, and then just do 3 little movements, 3 little squats, stand up, and then repeat the squat thrust. So that's the first exercise. So we're going to be doing 3 rounds of 40 seconds. I'm just going to get my timer set up, and once we're ready, we're good to go. Okay, so 40-second intervals, right? Okay, timer to start. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. So it's that squat thrust when you jump forwards, feet either side. For the high impact, we do our 3 little bunny hops. Remember, we stay down nice and low. You can have the bunny hands as well if you want. If you're doing the low impact version, remember, we're regressing it, we're taking away any impact. So rather than jumping your feet in and out, you're going to step in and out. And instead of these jumping squats, what you're going to do is you're going to go down into your squat, find the bottom of your range, and you're just going to do 3 little bottom half reps. And then you go back into that squat thrust again. Okay, right, we've got 3 seconds left. Again, bunny hands optional. And stop there. Good, well done. So, first interval done. We get 20 seconds rest interval now. Okay, so make the most of that. If you want to carry on working and push yourself a little bit harder, by all means, don't take the 20 seconds off. That's our extreme option. Everyone else, get ready to go back in. Second interval starts now. So again, remember, we're staying down nice and low. Whether you're doing the high or the low impact, okay, we work through that bottom range. The only difference is high impact, we're jumping. Low impact, you're just going to do more of a controlled squat and just do that bottom half rep, okay? That's it, good little bunnies, that's what we like to see. Delivering all those Easter eggs. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and stop. Well done. Good. So 2 rounds complete. We've got 1 more interval left to go. Now once we finish, you're going to get a minute's rest, and that's going to give me enough time to demonstrate the next exercise. Okay, everyone, get ready for our 3rd, final set of this one. And here we go. So again, we're staying down nice and low for those bunny hops. If we need low impact bunny hops, rather than jumping them, you just work through that squat range. Again, you find the bottom of your range, and that's where you're going to do your squats. Remember that wide stance, so keeping the knees open, sit the hips back, make sure you get your chest lifted, looking straight ahead. Almost there, we've got another 5 seconds to go. 2, 1, good, bring it up and rest. Well done. So take a minute off, grab some water in this time, okay? Keep yourself hydrated. And I'm going to demonstrate our second exercise. So for this one, we're going to be doing some more bunny hops. There's a big bunny theme all the way through this, just to warn you now. So for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to be doing some lateral bunny hops. So what we're going to do is, from standing this time, we're going to jump, 2-footed jump, 3 out to one side, 3 over to the other. And we just keep walking and going from side to side. Now again, high impact exercise, that one. So to make it low impact, what we're going to do is we're just going to step out to the side, okay? So 3 steps and 3 steps back. But again, think about speed, okay? Because you're not jumping, this doesn't mean we take it nice and easy. Okay, we want to be elevating the heart rate with this. So think nice and quick. Okay, that is going to be the regressed option. Fast feet, that's the key. Okay, right, ready? Everyone ready? We've got 3 seconds before we start. So either hop in or step in. 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3. And then back again. So just keep going from side to side. Like I said, this is just a cardio effect that we're looking for here. So we're hoping that it's going to elevate the heart rate. If you're doing the hops, make sure that you're hopping on your toes. Okay? So keeping the knees slightly soft. Don't do it with straight legs. We don't want that impact coming all the way through the joints. Again, optional bunny hands if you want. Extra bonus points if you've got some bunny ears on. We've got 5 seconds left. And stop there, good. There's our first interval complete. Again, you want to work a little bit harder, do the extreme option and just keep working. Don't take the 20 seconds rest. Okay, everyone get ready. Bunny hands in place. And let's go. So if there's multiple people working out in the same space, just try and make sure you go in the same direction. We don't want any bunny casualties. Yeah, I can hear. That's it, good. Keep it going. Stay light on your feet. Whether you're doing the steps or whether you're doing these jumps. 10 more seconds. If you're doing those jumps, you're probably starting to feel this in your calves. Really building up the strength in those calves. Good, keep it going. And stop there. Good, well done. Okay, we've got one more interval left to go. So we've got a 20 seconds rest. Again, if you don't want that rest, you just keep working. Do the extreme option. Well, everyone else is going to start back in 2, 1, let's go. So bunny hops, 3 to the left, 3 to the right, and we just keep it going. Hands are optional. Ears get you bonus points. Just make sure that we're keeping our cores nice and tight. So although we're not using our abs or our posture of our upper body, it's just good to keep reminding yourself of these as a good habit. We've got 10 more seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Well done. Good. So again, take another minute's rest. 3 rounds complete. Use this time to grab some water, keep yourself hydrated. Good stuff, okay. So, our next one. Guess what we're being for this third exercise? Bunny hop. More bunnies, yes. Slight difference this time. This time we go down on the floor. We put our hands on the floor, get the weight over the arms. We're going to do some lateral bunny hops. Okay, so from here, weight over the hands, start out to the side, and then we bunny hop from side to side. Okay, try and get a little bit of height. If you get the weight forward over the arms, you're about to get that higher. Now, low impact version, elevate your hands. Rather than jumping, start with your feet to one side, big step over. Imagine there's something in between your feet you're having to step over, but make sure we keep the weight forwards over the arms as we do it, okay? Right, we've got 5 seconds of the rest remaining. So bring yourselves back in, get yourselves ready, and here we go. So side to side bunny hops, hands down, whether it's on the floor or on an elevated surface, make sure we're keeping the weight over the arms. Now as you're stepping or jumping out to the side, think about keeping those abs tight. Okay, as we swing over, we want our obliques to help that work over. Okay, there's those muscles down the side. And we'll keep it going. 10 seconds left. Keep your shoulders down. Keep pulling in from the waist as we jump across. 2, 1, and stop. Well done. Good work. That's one interval done. We've got 2 more left to go.
Is anyone else not like bunnies anymore?
The Easter bunny's working overtime. Right, back down. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, try to get the weight forwards over the arms. Whether your hands are down on the floor or whether they're elevated. Remember, keeping that weight forwards, keep the arms straight, keep your shoulders down. Think about trying to get some height in those hops. So, to get it higher, we're about to jump even further. We're getting more ab activation. We've got 10 seconds left. Keep it going. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Well done. Let's go in the back here.
I don't know what your dad's doing. Got a leg waving around in the air.
Okay. Good, so we've got one more set left. Getting myself caught up in the mic wire. Ready? Here we go. So, 40 seconds back on the clock. So if you're doing level 1, and so imagine there's something in between your legs, in the middle of the body there. You need to be taking a big step over it. Okay? That's your low impact version. High impact, you're jumping. Same thing. Imagine that there's something in the middle you're having to jump over. Good, keep going guys, we've got 6 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop there. Well done. Good stuff. So, 3 rounds complete. It's good work. Just sort my mic back out. There we go. Right, so next exercise.
Bunny hops.
Do we think it's going to be bunny hops? More bunny hop variations? Well, it's not. Okay. The Easter bunny has been very busy. He's hidden eggs everywhere. We've got to go find them. So, what we're going to do is we're going to side shuffle out to one side. We're then going to look high, low, low, high, back down and shuffle to the other side. High, low, low, high, shuffle. So we're basically doing wood chops, okay? Work diagonals, high to low, switch it over, low to high. You'll repeat it on the other side. Same high and low impact option. Let's make sure we all move and start in the same direction. So we're going this way in 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We shuffle to the side when we get there. Look high, look low, look low, look high. Shuffle out to the other side. Look high, look low, look low, look high. Shuffle out. So when we do that searching high and low, let's make sure that we're holding those abs nice and tight. Okay? We are, especially as we do that twist, it's our obliques that we should feel working. Make sure as we go down low, we keep the chest lifted and stop there. Okay, right. So we're back in. Everyone, let's make sure we go the same way. 2, 1, let's go. Shuffle out to the side. High, low, low, high. Out to the other side. High, low, low, high. Anyone faster than the Easter eggs yet?
No. You're doing too well.
That might mean we need to call upon the Easter Bunny again after this.
No. Let's find them, guys.
Remember to keep those abs nice and tight as we're doing that move. Okay, it's a wood chop essentially. Keeping the abs tight, the chest lifted. Keep looking up with the head. Almost there, last couple of seconds. And rest, good. Okay, 2 rounds complete. Again, do the extreme if you want to carry on working and push yourself a little harder. We've got 1 more round of these left to go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. That's the side, high, low, low, high. Really pulling the belly button in nice and tight. So we need to make sure that work is coming from our core, not from our backs. Make sure that you're not excessively leaning back as we look up high. What we don't want to be doing is arching through our backs here. As we come down, Again, don't just lean over. Okay, slight bend of the knees. So we're going to a partial squat. We're keeping that chest up, keeping the back straight. 4 more seconds. Last chance to find some eggs. And stop. Okay, so no Easter eggs found here. Oh dear. That means we might have to call upon the Easter Bunny one more time.
Even though it's Easter Saturday.
So,
It's Easter Saturday.
one more time with our Easter Bunny exercises. The last one's not bunny related, I promise. So, for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to do a forward bunny hop. So basically a 2-footed jump into a squat. Then we're going to do 2 squat jumps and then we walk back again. So we jump forwards into a squat, 2 jumps, walk back again. That's our high impact variation. Our low impact option there is going to be step, 1 big step forwards, 2 squats, step, walk it back. Okay, make sure when you step forwards, you then step forward with the other leg, 2 squats, and then just walk it back again. Okay, right, there is your next exercise. Remember, 3 rounds of 40 seconds. Okay, everybody get yourselves ready. We're going to go 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So 1 big step or jump forward, 2 squats or squat jumps, and then just walk it back. So if you need the low impact option, remember you're just going to step forwards and then do 2 squats. Walk it back and then you'll step forwards with the other leg. Make sure it's a really big step. High impact. We jump because we're bunnies. Obviously. What else should we be?
Bunnies, we can't jump.
Those of you doing low impact, you're supervisor bunnies. You're following us to make sure that we're jumping good enough. Okay, stop there, good. There's our first 40 seconds complete. Again, if you want to work a little bit harder, you want to deliver a few more Easter eggs, you want to be a good little bunny, you can carry on doing, working through the 20 seconds rest. Everyone else will join it back in. 2, 1, let's go. So make sure we're taking a nice big 2-footed jump for that high impact. We then finish with 2 more squat jumps. Just make sure as we land into those squat jumps, we're softening and bending the knees. So we're literally landing into your next squat. If you're doing the low impact version, remember, big step forwards. Alternate the leg that you step forwards with as well. 3 more seconds, 2, 1, stop. Good, safety reasons, make sure you know what's behind you when you're walking back. Okay, 1 more interval left to go. Are we ready? 2, 1, here we go, last time. So we go forwards, jump, or step, there's 2 squats. Okay, high impact, jump those squats. Low impact, keep them a normal squat. Just make sure technique and form's perfect. Okay, as we squat down, hips back, chest stays lifted. Make sure we keep the knees apart. Don't let them collapse inwards. Keep your core nice and tight. That's going to help with the rest of your posture and your form. And stop there. Good work everyone, well done to all my Easter bunnies. Okay, so we've got 1 more exercise left of this format, and then a little music, routine to music at the end to finish with. So, this last one, we're going biblical now. The real meaning of Easter, not just chocolate eggs and Easter bunnies. We're doing cross squat jacks. Okay, so this one is a little memo to Jesus. So cross squat jack, what we're going to do is start with your feet together, you're going to jump your feet into a wide squat position. And as you squat down, we cross over with the arm. We then jump our feet back into the middle and we cross over to the other side. Low impact version of that, what you're going to do is you're going to start with your arms out and across. You're going to step out to the side into your squat and reach down. Step together, then out to the other side. Okay, that's our low impact version. There's our 2 exercises. So we've got cross squat jacks and we've got step in cross squat. So ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So starting that cross, as you go into your squat, you reach your arm across your body and we alternate the arms. Now again, think about that squat technique, so make sure we're keeping the chest lifted. We've got those arms nice and tight. We're looking up, straight ahead. High impact, you're jumping the feet in and out. Low impact, you're just stepping. Good, keep your work going. Just about to keep this quite consistent, constant movement. 5 more seconds. 2, 1, stop there. Good. Again, if you want to work that a little bit harder, do the extreme option where you just keep working all the way through. This is the last exercise of this format, so you can maybe push yourself a little harder. Second interval starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. So starting that cross, remember stepping out to the side. As you step and squat, you reach one arm across, you then step out to the other side and you take the other arm across. High impact, we do that with our jumping squat jacks. So we're not travelling side to side, but we're getting the legs working with a little bit more plyometrics with those jumps. 10 seconds left. Good, make sure we're keeping the chest open again. Don't lose the form and technique when we get tired. 3, 2, 1, stop, well done. Good stuff, we've got 1 more interval left. So one thing to watch out for, as the legs start to get tired, make sure our squat doesn't turn into just bending over from the back, okay? We don't want the back working, we want the legs working. Right, 3 seconds, 2, 1, last round. So again, starting out in those cross positions. Then we bring the arm across the body as we squat. Either with the squat jack or stepping out to the side into a squat. Again, reaching right down with the arm and make sure we keep the chest lifted. Okay, don't let yourself lean over from your back. Get that depth from the legs. Bend the knees more. Sit the bum out of the back. Last 3 seconds. 2, 1, stop. Whew. Well done everyone, good. Take your rest. Grab some water. Okay, so that was the last exercise in that format. Got a nice little finisher for us where we're going to a bit of music. Got a little routine, so I just need to come into the computer and just test the music quickly. So whilst you're resting, make the most of this. Okay, so for those of you that did manage to get onto Zoom, I'm just going to share my music with you and I just need confirmation whether you can hear it once I started playing. For those of you on Facebook, you should be able to hear it okay because you'll hear it from my speakers. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to do a quick sound check. When it starts playing, I just need to know whether we can hear it okay. Yep. Good. Good, so it's nice and loud. As loud as I can get it for those of you on Facebook as well. Okay, so you just heard a little sneak peek of the song. It's I Want Candy, the Easter theme. Yeah, it's as good as I could do. Okay, so for this one, basically what we've got, I did post this video on the Facebook group yesterday, so you should have hopefully seen it for a little bit. Really cool. Quiet, Siri. Sorry, Siri wanted to get involved there as well. So, for this, what we're going to be doing is we're going to start off with some reverse lunge with twists. So, for that, you are literally going to step back and then we twist over the front leg. Okay, and you just keep alternating. Now make sure when we do this, keep the chest lifted and again, pull the tummy in nice and tight. Try and get the shoulders rotating whilst the hips staying pointed forwards. So use your head to watch your hands as you do it. From there, we're then going to do a little chorus where we go into side crunches, then side crunches the other side, then oblique crunches, and then oblique crunches the other side. And then when it goes, I want candy, what we do for the high impact version, this is only slight difference between the two. I want candy, jump the feet out, jump the feet in. Hands down, jump back, jump forwards, stand up and start again. Now the music's quite quick, so for the low impact, don't do the outward step first, just do a regressed squat thrust. So, hands onto the side, step out, step forward, stand up, go again, okay? So you're taking out the squat jack. Other than that, we're pretty much self-explanatory and that cycle keeps continuing, okay? So I'm going to start the music and we're going to start with our first one. So remember, backward lunges to start with. So we're twisting over the front leg. Jump and down. Jump and down. Okay, twist it. Switch sides. You're ready to rock. Jump and down. Jump. Remember, no jump if you're doing the other version. If you're doing the low impact version, don't do the jump. Sides. Across. And switch. Release the one. Jump and down. Jump and down. Lunges. And there we go. Whew, well done.
Now to the candy.
Good work everyone. So don't run off and grab your Easter eggs just yet. We need to cool down and stretch. So let's start off. Our legs have worked really hard this workout. So let's release them. Let's take one leg back onto your toe with your heel lifted. From there, we're going to tilt the pelvis. Okay, so make yourself nice and tall, and then I want you to squeeze your bum to tuck it underneath. Keep pushing it forwards. We should feel a stretch on the front side of the back leg. Okay, the more you squeeze your bum, the more we should feel that stretch. Now just be aware, although we're working, stretching our lower body, let's think about our posture from our upper body. Two things to make sure we're avoiding. One, letting your back sway back, okay? Puts pressure on the lower back, we've done one. The other thing is letting the shoulders round forwards as we push the hips forwards. Okay, so shoulders back, chest open. Right, let's change sides. So, same setup. Split the stance, 1 foot back, heel lifted. Make sure it's pointing forwards. We're going to tilt the pelvis. So we're squeezing the bum, okay? Tense your bum as hard as you can. The more we can tense it, the more it's going to drive into that stretch. And that gives us that stretch on the front side of this back leg. Remember, we need to be standing nice and tall as well, because that helps to lift from the front of the hips. So keep the core engaged. Remember, for that it's belly button in, drawing the waist in. And just be aware of our shoulder position as well. So shoulders should be over the hips in a neutral position, back and down. Good work. Okay, let's just release through the inside of the thighs now. So nice wide stance, and I want your feet pointing forwards. We're going to bend one knee, pushing your hips backwards. Keep this trailing leg straight. Eventually you're going to feel a stretch in the inside of that straight leg. When you feel that stretch, hold it. Okay, if you push your hips backwards as you've gone down and bend that knee, the weight should be in the heel of this foot. It's going to make it a lot easier to hold in this position. If you do need to support yourself, put your hands on the bent leg, but just make sure that you're not letting your body twist over towards it. Keep looking straight ahead. Think about taking some nice deep breaths whilst we're doing these stretches, especially focusing on that out breath. That's when we can really relax into the stretch a little bit more. Okay, good. Right, let's bring it into the middle, and we're going to take it over to the other side. So same thing again. Just check the feet are still pointing forwards. We're going to bend one knee. We're pushing the hips backwards. Remember, we're trying to get that weight into the heel of the foot. Keep those abs tight, because that's going to help with our posture. And we're just feeling for that stretch on the inside of that straight leg. Yeah. Remember, that knee must stay straight. Now just be aware, make sure this knee that we're bending into is not trying to move back towards the midline of the body. Okay, we're opening the hips, so keep it out towards the line of the foot. And again, if you need to support yourself, remember both hands on the bent leg, but just make sure that you're not allowing your body to twist and rotate. Okay, good. Right, it's nice and slowly bring it into the middle. We're going to target the hamstrings next, so the back of the legs. So for this one, take one foot out in front of you, and this time we're going to lift the toe back up towards you with the heel on the floor. Keep the leg nice and straight, and we're going to push the bum out of the back. So the more you can push your bum out of the back, the higher you're going to feel that stretch down the back of your thigh. So the hamstrings attach behind the knee joint, hence we need to keep the knee straight. And they attach to the hips. That's why we focus on pushing the bum out. Don't get into bad habits of letting your back round. So we lean over from the hips and not from the spine, okay? No attachment points of the hamstrings on the spine, so it's not actually affecting our stretch. Good, okay, switch it over to the other side. So again, remember, the foot out in front of you, heel to the floor. We flex the toe back up towards you. So the more you can get your toe pointed back up to you, again, the more you're going to feel the stretch nearer around the back of the knee joint. Okay, the more we stick the bum out of the back, the higher we're going to feel the stretch. So we need to do both of them together so we really lengthen the whole of that muscle, or muscles even. Again, just think about concentrating on a good posture so we're not letting the chest and shoulders round forwards. Remember, if you find it hard to hold this position or find the stretch, maybe try it seated. Just get in the same position, perched on the edge of a chair. Just think of those same checkpoints that I told you. Keep your back straight, push the bum out of the back, legs straight, we should be able to get it. Okay, good, bring that up nice and slow. We're just going to finish off with a quick release through the upper body. So just going to open out nice and wide with the arms, palms facing forwards, standing nice and tall for me. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. We're going to stretch and lengthen the neck. Try and pull the shoulders back as much as you can, so bring the shoulder blades together. And then we're going to change our hand position. So turn your hands so your palms facing up towards the ceiling or the sky. And then we're going to pull our arms down towards the floor. Now as we pull your arms down to the floor, make sure that you keep your core switched on, so belly button pulled inwards, so that we don't end up leaning backwards with it. Okay, as your arms are being pulled to the floor, imagine they're dragging your shoulders down with them. Keep thinking about lengthening through your neck, so stretching up, try and lift up through each vertebrae of the spine. Keep the chin tucked in, keep those shoulders back and chest open. Try and keep those hands rotated all the way around, so thumbs pointing behind you. Good, just take a nice deep breath in for me. And exhale. And just slowly release out from there. Good. Give everything a good shake out. And well done, Easter Bunnies. That is that workout complete. Well done, everyone. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you very much for joining me for the Easter special HIIT workout. I hope you've enjoyed it. Apologies to those of you that tried to watch it on Zoom. I apologise the mix up with the links there. But hopefully you've managed to catch it on the Facebook page and joined in. Okay, right, I'm going to let you go now. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a great Easter, everyone. Happy Easter. And I will see all of you again on Monday, hopefully for the next live workouts at 10 AM and 5:30. So make sure... Not 5:30, no, good, well remembered. Easter Monday, we're not doing the 5:30 one, just 10 o'clock this Monday. Okay, so don't miss that one. Alright, well done everyone. Thank you. Bye. Have a great weekend. Happy Easter.
Bye. Bye everyone.
Bye bye. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.